Gunfire shattered the high-profile White House Correspondents Dinner in Washington, triggering panic inside a room packed with power and press. As shots rang out, chaos unfolded within seconds, turning an evening of satire into a full-blown security emergency at the heart of American politics. In those critical first moments, Donald Trump was rushed off stage as Secret Service agents swarmed the area, shielding and evacuating him under threat. Witnesses say confusion reigned as many initially struggled to understand the danger, even as security forces reacted with urgency.
Suddenly the dinner had just started. President and First Lady had just been brought into the room. A few minutes later, people were just in their first course, and there was some sort of loud commotion. Secret Service came running up. They immediately pulled the President and First Lady and Carolyn Leavitt, who were on the dais. They pulled them to safety, and then everybody was laying on the ground. We were all the journalists, all the guests, all the dignitaries were on the ground. Slowly, Secret Service appeared to be clearing the room, looking. It's unclear exactly what happened, but I saw slowly, we saw Marco Rubio, Stephen Miller and his wife, Katie Miller, get pulled out. We also saw Scott Bessent and Energy Secretary Chris Wright also being moved to safety very quickly. Secret Service moved very, very quickly. But right now, we really just don't know what's going on. There was some loud noise, some scuffle of some sort, but what exactly happened to precipitate what happened is, frankly, right now, it's a little bit unclear.
Vice President JD Vance was forcefully pulled away by Secret Service, with visuals showing agents grabbing him by the jacket and dragging him to safety. Senior cabinet members were also evacuated as security teams locked down the venue and pushed guests to take cover.
There's the president being escorted, the president being...
Authorities say the attacker was swiftly neutralized and taken into custody, preventing a potentially devastating breach. An agent was reportedly saved by a bulletproof vest, underscoring how close the threat came. The night ended with leadership safe, but serious questions now loom over security at America's most elite gathering. End tag.
The man has been captured. They're going to his apartment. I guess he lives in California. And he's a sick person, a very sick person. And we don't want things like this to happen. I think it's very important that I say, though, and I told the representatives of the evening, they did such a beautiful job. It was such a beautiful evening. And again, they're talking about free speech in our Constitution. That's what it's all about, not just White House correspondents. It was really based on free speech in our Constitution. But I said very importantly that we'll do it again within the next 30 days, and we'll make it bigger and better and even nicer. So I just want to thank everybody that was involved. I also want to thank the press, the media. You've been very responsible in your coverage. I will say I've been seeing what's been out, and you've been very responsible. So Todd Blanche, I'd like to say a few words. I know we're going to have cash, and then you're going to go on. We can ask, I guess we can take a couple of questions. I want to thank the First Lady that was a rather traumatic experience for her. There was a lot of action taking place up there very quickly. But again, the response time was really incredible. And we're going to reschedule. We're going to do it again. We're not going to let anybody take over our society. We're not going to cancel things out because we can't do that. We wanted to stay tonight. I will tell you, I fought like hell to stay. But it was protocol. They said, please, sir, because they didn't know there was a lot of action going on, and they didn't know could there be probably a lone shooter, but we'll find out. We'll find out very quickly.